Cabin Log, Ourdate 07/12/2026. Got the parts in for the truck to put the resistor pack in for the fan control. And I went ahead and got a new cable for it because the resistor pack isn't bad. Well, let me see if I can find it. I might have thrown it away already just because I don't want it sitting around, but probably not. I don't throw things away quite that quickly, even though I should. And I've got a hell of a mess up here. Well, maybe I did. Anyway, it's the same thing that always happens to these stupid things. Well, no, not every time, but the connections get loose, they get hot, they turn funny colors, and they quit making such a great connection because the metal gets weak and it pulls apart. Well, whatever. Same old thing, I mean, it happens all the time. Nope. Surely I didn't do the right thing and throw it away right away. But anyway, the resistor pack itself wasn't bad. It was the connection to it that was bad. And I bought another one, bought a new plug, because what's the point? The plug's the one that's having the problem. And got it put in. Everything seems to be working. I did pull the motor out because it makes a lot of noise. This is a drowned truck. It's been underwater. It tried to learn how to swim and did not succeed. So it's got all kinds of mud and everything else in there, and mostly just dust by now, but a little bit of mud caked in there that I cleaned out, hoping for the best. It didn't help. So I thought maybe if I'd seal, I was thinking maybe it had bushings in it. If I just put a couple drops of anything on it that would make it a little bit less obnoxious. Well, no, they're actually sealed bearings in this, so I can't do that. I mean, I put some on it, but it didn't do any good. And then the girls decided they wanted to go in and get, hunt down some food. So I decided to play with this. And this, I guess, which I didn't notice for a while, it was just like, we're always out of gas. Why are we always out of gas? Because the float isn't doing its job. And I need to replace this anyway, probably. Think? Maybe? I mean, it's not that important, but... So, of course, it's... check the oil. It's way full. And guess why? Because it's full of gas. So I got to dump out the oil that's in there. I'll be fine. And then I've got to, I guess, get a kit. I don't know how easy that's going to be on one of these. But I'll go in a few minutes and start looking. But yeah, as soon as I let the gas loose, it starts. And it does kind of surge a little bit as it's going down the road. So, I was blaming the rear end because the engine doesn't sound like it's surging. But if it's flooding, losing power, blah, blah, blah. I'm still kind of blaming it on the transmission because I've got it geared way higher than it should be. I need to go at least 1 inch smaller diameter on the pulley. But when I put it together, it's the only thing I had. So I think I got a 5-inch pulley on it. And it needs to be at the very, very minimum. Or at the very most, I guess. It needs to be a 4-inch. Usually with a 4-inch pulley on a little bitty motor like this, it runs great. You can tootle around a yard just fine. Pressure washer engines work really good because there's no throttle. You just get it started and the governor does the work. And, you go forward, you go backwards. It's a hydrostat. It's all good. So I love putting the little motors on, a riding mower because if you have a hydrostat, it works great. If you've got a standard, you got to be really careful with the clutch, but it'll still try to kill you. This had a manual transmission in it before with the same motor, and even before it had this motor, I put a 3.5 horse, 3 3/4 horse, something like that, off of a pressure washer. Go figure. And it drove me up a wall. Literally drove me up a wall. It was quite hilarious. The other thing I noticed is I've got the exhaust blowing a hole through the side, which I didn't notice. The lady that I lent it to noticed it. Yeah, so I think I'll take a hole saw and just cut a hole there. Just call it good. And I need to... That's probably why that happened. Probably run a bolt through there. Screw it, it's a toy. I don't need a whole lot. It's a toy. So, ugh. Well, that was a shot of my face that I didn't expect. So, yeah, I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing here. Yeah. It was a pretty easy swap to a hydro on a John Deere frame with all John Deere parts off of a different mower. So, it was pretty simple. And it's a fun little buggy. When the engine's running right, it sat for way too long. I might end up having to put a whole new carburetor on it. I don't know. But I don't know why yeah, I don't know. Same thing, cheap Chinese stuff. Well, so I'll do that. Look it up, order it, maybe. It's probably like 12 bucks. It's probably 15 bucks for the kit and 12 bucks for the carburetor. Oh, yeah. Grass is getting ridiculously long. I haven't got the wheel yet, the pulley. I was really hoping that would show up today so I can knock this down. It's good for the bees. They're loving it. And if she ever does get the beehives, I'm not going to be mowing it anyway. So I guess if we're not walking around in the weeds, we don't need the weeds to be short. Makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Anyway, I still haven't put water in the thing. I need to at least fill the blue barrel. Well, yeah, I need to at least fill the blue barrel. Get it half full or something. I wonder if there's something out here I can just stand it up on. If I had another barrel, I'd flip it upside down, sit it on top of that barrel, and be good with it. Anyway, I felt bad about not posting forever, so I thought I'd give you 2 in one day. Don't look too far into that. I may not post for another month. I don't know. I haven't decided. Bumbling Fool, signing off.